Hi YouTube, this is Latanya coming from Happy Scrapping 45 with a project share. All right, you guys, I am all done with my church sermon junk journals. This was something I have been wanting to do for the longest. I had already put together these journals. I used some heavy chipboard um, from my stash, and I also use these. When I pull off the napkins, the different layers of the napkins, I decoupage that on these journals. Let me show you how they look, because I got 5 that's going to be going into my exhibit store. This is one of them, and I use some Inca Gold and my sprays and all that to decoupage it and all that good stuff. So that's one. Here's another one, and it's blue. The same thing. I just use the napkins. Same. This would be a pretty fall one. So hopefully I'm gonna try to get them in my store before I go on my cruise. I want to finish all this unfinished stuff. So that's that one. And then here's a purple one with the green. So this is how they look before I do anything. And these journals are what I call my church sermon journals that I will be taking to church with me to write down different notes in my Sunday school lessons, when my pastor's up there speaking and all that other good stuff. So, and they are a nice size to hold in your hand. And you can easily put these in your purse. Okay? So, first I'm going to show you, this is the one that I did for me. For myself. I use this paper pad here called Grace. I got this from Michael's. It's one of the hot buy papers. And like I said, I used the scraps, not the scrap, no, the layers of the tissue paper, the napkins that you pull. So I use that. I use this stencil here, this stamp here. I got this a long time ago at Tuesday morning. It's one of the Dilution stamps. So I'm going to have this on each one of my covers. So I got 6 of them. I use the Tim Holtz splatter stencil. I use this stamp here from Bo Bunny. It's this little squirrely, this squirrely stamp. So I use that. And I just bought this one off of Amazon. So I'm going to use this one also in those journals too. Then I use some of my Dilution inks. You'll see that in the Inca Gold. So I'm going to remove this. Isn't she gorgeous? I'm going to hold her up. And so what I use, like I said, this is the tissue paper, and I just use my stamps and my stencils, and I just splattered some ink on this music sheet, and it says "Holding On to Jesus," and I got it back here with some of that what do you call it, trim? That, well, I can't even think of right now. This always happened to me. Then I use also, I made these flowers a long time ago, and I just used my ink, and I stamped with one of my big old stamps. I think it was this one that I got a long time ago at Hobby Lobby when they had that clearance going on. So yeah. So like I said, now there's nothing real fancy about it. So I'm gonna go in it. So on this one, I use my black pom pom trim on the side. I use some washi tape here, and I have 2 signatures. This is the first page of the signature, and there's nothing. I haven't did any type of decorating, nothing to it. I'm gonna do that as I go. So I just want to get the base papers down. And I will be using washi tape. I will be using my stamps. I will be using all that good stuff. Because what I'm going to try to do is like prep my pages before I go to church. So that way I will already have stuff on there. So yeah. So it's just a mixture of papers. And this is a journal, a writing journal. So I want to leave a lot of space just for writing. That is the purpose of this journal. This is my middle of my signature. And you will see coffee paper, Kool-Aid paper, all that good stuff. So, like I said, and this is how they're going to go inside of my Zippy store. They're going to be plain. And you would do what your heart desires. Use your imagination. And I like it because these right here, you guys, do lay flat. I accomplished that. I am so proud of myself. I think this is the amount of papers I'm going to put in all of my junk journals. And that's the middle. And I just used that some lace. Oh, and I also watched Gail, what's her name? Gail Augusta Nally here on YouTube, where she showed a tutorial how she do the, what do you call it? I just watched her video. The hidden spine. That's what I did on this one. Because everything is stitched in. So it's plenty of room for you to journal. And like I said, it do lay flat. And that's what I like about it. I didn't put a lot of scrapbooking paper because I didn't want it to be too thick. So I use magazines. I use all that in case I want to do some that's the middle of that signature. That's the second signature. I should have said that. So like I said, I think this will carry me through the end of the year. And then I'll just make me another one. I like the way this one turned out. And you see I got my paper, my basic paper in here, that purple. Because this is a purple journal. Purple is my favorite color, and that's the back. And you see there is no, I used my thread, but I don't have the stitches coming on the back of the journal. And I really like that. So I may do all these. I know I'm going to do all those like that. I really like that concept. My first time trying that. I really like that. Okay. All right, you guys. So, like I said, I will be having these inside of my Zippy store. I don't know when I'm doing, but I will do a video once I have them in. Just want to come on and share this with you. I finally finished it, and I'm trying to stop, doing so many journals at one time. So, all right, you guys. Thank you for stopping by, and you have a good night. Bye-bye.